The WNBA, man. Looks like Angel Reese said, "Nah, it's
This
about."
just came out.
If you didn't know, I mean, looks like the WNBA. It's the media trying to paint it as the WNBA versus Caitlin Clark, and now it's the media trying to paint Angel Reese as the villain once again. They're not gonna let us. They're not gonna let her get out this role. They just fined her $1,000 because she didn't show up to media. But they didn't. They didn't find. They upgraded the other girls to a flagrant one. I've been checking. They didn't find her. But they defined.
I don't know. I thought with flagrant one you got fines. I don't know if you do or don't in the WNBA, but we didn't see any money amount for the flagrant one. They added Miss Carter, but Angel Reese, as my coach just said, got $1,000 fine, and then the Chicago Sky, her team, got fined $5,000 for not making her do the media. So it's small amounts of money. I don't think they'll bat an eye at that, but
they only making $1,000. What are you talking about?
It's all subsidized.
It's not. I mean, if you only making what 75,000 a year from the basketball, that's
a lot.
Now you only making.
She's got it. Reebok she'll tell Reebok.
Of course, I mean they got it. Chicago Sky got to pay it.
I think Angel Reese is getting tired of all the Caitlin Clark talk, and she said the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person; it's because of me too. I want y'all to realize that. Once I beat Caitlin Clark, she got all kinds of hate. She said I've been getting hate for 2 years, and now that her teammate, who was a top pick as well, was it Cardoza? That she beat Caitlin Clark as well. They both beat her in the tournament. That they're getting all kinds of hate because they're basically the Caitlin Clark beaters.
Well, they didn't beat her in the WNBA when it counts right now.
It was a regular season game, and Cardoza came off the bench and played limited minutes. I believe if Cardoza plays the whole game, they win that game easy. And Clark had a terrible game that game. Actually, it was in spite of her being not because of her, because she almost had a triple double, but
she always has a triple double.
No, but it was because of turnovers.
Oh my God,
she had like 9-10 turnovers.
She doesn't score more than like 12 points a game. How much more do you think? She averaged like 9 points a game.
She
and
had like 12 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 turnovers.
You said it's a horrible game. That's an amazing game.
10 turnovers is a great game.
That's the turnover part was horrible, but the points and rebounds is what she always gets. But we got a video here, basically, Camila Cardoza and the other lady basically talking at the press conference how they don't want to talk about this. Then we got Angel Reese talking about it's about me too.
On the play before bumping in with Caitlin, it seemed like she turned to you a little bit after the fever score.
I didn't answer no Caitlin Clark questions.
Did she say anything to you?
I don't know what she said.
What'd you say to her?
I didn't say anything.
That's enough.
It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me, too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Boom.
I mean, that is true. She is spitting facts. They've been paying attention. I feel like that was definitely the launch point for a lot of people paying attention to women's basketball, getting in tune. It was from that game, and then the next season it was followed closely, and we had a bunch of girl basketball players that made stardom for themselves. It wasn't just Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. They had what's the girl's name at USC? Juju
Smith, yeah. She bought in, and then also the other girl, the Paige Becker
from UConn. She decided to come back, so she'll have one more year, and she'll probably be the face of college basketball. And there's a bunch of really good women in college, and some of them went pro, some of them stayed for one more year, so there'll still be a really competitive NCAA Final Four tournament for the women's. And then the WNBA with all the freshman class that came in, and Cameron Brink for the LA Sparks. She's been playing really well, leading the rookies. Angel Reese has been struggling a little bit with her field goal percentage, but she has been one of the best rebounders in the league and killing it. I think she's the number one offensive rebounder in the whole league. So
yeah, she is.
She's found her niche. She just needs to work on her inside scoring, which I think she'll get used to the physicality and get better and better.
And learn how to shoot the ball.
I think Caitlin Clark will get better as long as she starts to develop some rapport with her teammates. Hopefully they figure it out. It's, sometimes your own teammates even hate you and think you're not ready or that you're getting too many shots. So we'll see if she's able to figure it out and get a little more in tune and get some easier shots and not everything be so hard for Caitlin Clark.
True. I mean, yeah. I mean, once the teammates get it together, but I mean, Angel Reese, her team ain't winning either. I mean, they 3-4, but we gonna see how it goes. I mean, we
They're
see
a
how it
little
goes with
bit
the
better,
rookie of
and
the year.
Cardoza really hasn't played. And I think when Cardoza was in, she was like 5-6 or 6-7. So I think she'll help her, and by her being in the paint and being so dominant,
Make it easy for the other one.
it'll make it easier for Angel Reese. So we'll see. Hopefully, Angel Reese could pick up her shooting percentage, and then Caitlin Clark can pick up her percentage. She's mainly shooting threes and not doing the best. She's shooting below average there. So hopefully, with some more practice, she'll be able to get some cleaner looks.
Do you think it's fair that the WNBA is making it mandatory for her to go to every post-game press conference?
I mean, the NBA does it. The NFL does it. If you're one of the top players and you're slated, I don't think they require all players. But if you're one of the main players requested, and you don't show, I think you're going to get fined.
Even when they lost? But I mean, I think they said the Timberwolves didn't show up to theirs once they lost.
They probably get fined, but they probably don't care. I mean, in the NBA, they might get 5, 10, 15,000, but they're like, I don't care. I'm getting paid $40 million a year.
True. And before we move on, are you surprised that everybody's keeping up in the heated arguments that the WNBA is causing? Because you see Pat McAfee, he's got in trouble with calling Caitlin Clark the white B word.
That was pretty
ESPN
funny. He
going
got a little
crazy.
too comfortable.
Yeah,
He got a little too comfortable talking about it.
But he praised her. He
He's
wasn't
like,
bad.
you know that white B? I know.
Whooping ass.
He's out here talking to his homeboys instead of talking to America. He's got to remember that he's on a national programming now. But that was funny. Who else was? Oh, yeah. Stephen A. Smith got into it with that one girl on ESPN. I'm sorry, I forget her name. But she was saying, like, what do you mean? What are you talking about, Stephen A.? You just been talking about the WNBA for the last 2 years since Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You've been on ESPN for all these years. You could have been making them talk about the WNBA before that, but you never did. You're just a bandwagoner.
Oh, Lord. I mean, I guess everybody, it's a lot of bandwagoners out there. I mean, a lot of people don't know basketball or anything. But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this season, who y'all going for, or any upcoming games y'all finna go to with the WNBA. I mean, a lot of people are going to, a lot of NBA stars, a lot of regular stars are going out there. I mean, we might even have to check out a WNBA game or two ourselves.
Our team left, man. Who are we going to check out? We're going to have to travel.
Houston.
We ain't going.
We got to see. But, I mean, thank